If you love collecting cute girls, doing funny things, then welcome to Stella Sora, a top-down, light-action adventure RPG designed to deliver an innovative and engaging combat experience through its fantastic and immersive physics. If you're wondering if it's worth playing, then let me introduce you to the Holy Trinity. There are 6 elements in this game, and 6 types of trekkers or girls respectively. We have hot girl, wet girl, cool girl, and girls that make me hard. Some trekkers have really interesting CV, like this girl's weapon is mercy. Some requires 5 million in-game currency to show up, while others just need rice. A girl or trekker will have 2 sets of skills, main and support. Based on their position in the team, you can only start a stage with 3 girls or trekkers. The girl in the middle will only use her main skill sets. That's your main girl, and you can manually move her around with the control WASD keys. Use her main skill with the left mouse button, while the 2 girls on the left and right can only use their support skill sets. If you're not sure who's to pick as your main girl, then just pick girls in the Vanguard class. They usually have higher hit rate per second compared to girls in support class. Then do a run in Ascension to see if you enjoy their playstyles. Some only hit 1 target at a time, while others can deal with group of enemies very fast. Once you've got your team of 3 and the main girl you like, you'll need to do a run in Ascension and save a record there. To use your team in other game modes, note that you can't change the girls in your team in an already saved record. If things aren't working out with your main girl, you can always swap her out later in the game, but you'll need to do a new run in Ascension to save that team in your records. If you find it time-consuming, the game also offers auto battle and sweep mode. As long as you have cleared a stage and get 3 stars there, you can sweep that stage and finish your dailies in less than 5 minutes. Ascension sweep mode is a bit different, but let's come back to it later, because let's be honest, we're here for the cute girls, and the Heartlink system deepens your bonds with them. You can send your trekkers gift, or invite them on a date to earn bonus affinity. Just remember to save some gifts for the date, to earn 1.5 times affinity point. The girls also send you some gifts or items in return, so try to get them to affinity level 7, because you can only meet 5 girls per day. If 5 times got you too dry, you can go here from the main menu to craft more gifts with materials dropped from certain stages, and upon reaching affinity level 10, you can unlock some wet and interactive moments on the main screen, adding another reason to engage beyond combat, and extra stats for your trekkers. Another way to unlock key visuals on your main screen is by upgrading a 5-star ruin disc to tier 2. You can get one from the recruit function, as known as gacha, or buy one from the shop that's suitable for your trekker's element, which you can check by reading the skills. This one in particular buff aqua element, one of the 6 elements in the game. Some bosses in the game are only weak to one element and counter the other ones really hard. Here's a boss that's weak to terra element, and if I use level 80 Chitose, you know, the rice girl with aqua element. I am only C-grey numbers, and the boss HP barely goes down, which means this whale take reduced damage from wet girls. However, if I use a terra element DPS, that's Geri, at a record level of 3, she still deals more damage compared to Chitose, with no harmony skills from the disc as well. While also using level 20 and 1 main discs, similar to our trekkers, the discs also have 2 sets of skills, depending on how you set them up. The support discs only provide base stats, like extra attack and HP, or aqua damage multiplier depending on its rarity, plus musical notes that boost your girl's stat, and unlock harmony skills when you have enough notes. Let's take this disc for example. To unlock the harmony skill, splashing moves, you need level 10 on Melody of Pummel and Aqua. You get these randomly when climbing the floor in Ascension, so if you're not too lucky, you may not activate this skill at all. Getting more notes mean you can level up this skill up to level 5. Each disc also has a melody skill. These are skills that are always active. If you set this disc as one of your 3 main discs, in the squad selection menu, your main discs are the big ones at the top, while support discs are at the bottom. Note that you can't equip the same disc twice. In short, main disc provide based stats and skills, while the support discs provide stats and musical notes, as you can see on the right. Upgrade the supporting disc level will give you more starting musical notes, which you can check by pressing this button. The notes themselves also provide buffs, like Melody of Burst boosting crit damage, and the other one boost ultimate damage like the name suggests. The higher your support's disc level is, the more starting notes you will have. In case you haven't noticed, this main disc also have 10 musical notes of 3 types under it. Does number 10 remind you of something? That's the requirements to activate the harmony skill. So in short, if you gain 1 musical note, that note will level up by 1 level. So to activate this harmony skill, you need 10 notes of 3 types. Since most contents require a 3-star clear to sweep, and most of the time I fail it, simply because I lack damage. Let's go over how to build your teams. Each time you clear an Ascension difficulty, your teams will get a total score and rank. Here I got rank 23 and 6,690 points. And this is the team I use, where I only get my main girl to level 60. While here's my main team with Chitose. What do you think the score difference will be if I use 2 level 50 discs on the main team, compared to only a level 20 disc on team 2? The answer is I only get around 200 extra score. And the best explanation I can think of is these records don't take into account the stats of your girls and the discs. Considering Chitose has roughly 7,500 attack, which is 1.5 times higher than Jerry. However, she takes much longer to kill bosses, because I keep most of her skills at level 4. Anyway, back to the records rank. Each time you pass a certain score, your record rank will go up, which you can check here. The higher your rank is, the more bonus attack and hit points you will get. The only way to increase this score is to complete Ascension research project. That's this button here. Completing missions here will give you Starlight Core. That's the blue bars you see on the right. You can use these to unlock nodes for extra benefits when climbing floors. Some nodes here give extra musical notes, and you'll need to unlock this node for the sweep function. When you first start, you can only bring 1 support disc as well. So unlock this node for higher score. This one is up to your preferences. Since I don't have enough resources to build the support girls, I just pick girls that have skills to buff Chitosa's attack. You can easily tell if your trekkers have such skills by clicking on the 3 rainbow skill cards. For Teresa case, besides this skill here that buff Aqua Trekker's attack, she also has a few buffs and debuffs skill. Like this 1 increase Aqua damage taken. Iris also has some similar buffs, but she can also freeze or stun enemies, which is useful if the enemies moves around a lot. As you can see here, the enemy stops because of the debuffs. That's because once you get 3 stacks of chill, the stats of your girls and the discs, and it's triggered by the sigil of Aqua. If you're interested, I'll quote at Leon Rinaldi Crystalesia 1617's thoughts from the previous video in the pinned comment. Just note that other wet girls can trigger freeze, and sigil of Aqua too. Note that most of the time, your main skill won't be off cooldown fast enough for you to spam and finish an elite enemy. So consider picking cards that buffs your main trekker's attack too, and skill that buffs auto attack damage. Because auto attack is what your girl doing 80% of the time. Since there is no time limit when climbing Ascension floors, consider bringing a girl with healing skill if you're under level. Anyway, here's what a run looks like. Each time you clear a floor, you can pick one of 3 potentials or skill cards. Since I have a team full of wet girls, I pick this skill on the left that buffs Aqua damage. You'll also gain a random number of musical notes, and sometimes a random event. This one in particular gives musical notes. You can click on your backpack on the left. If you're not sure which one to pick, here I only got 0 blue musical notes. So I'll try to get more from the event. Every few floors have a medic to recover your HP, so you can just go for a full damage setup. If you're confident enough, every few floor also has a shop. And the base cost to buy potentials or card here is 200, so try to save some coins. If you see this machine here as well, the first few uses will be much cheaper compared to buying cards directly from the shop. As far as I know, the elements don't interact with each other. However, if you want to level up your girl's skill beyond level 7, you'll need this item here, and it only drops from this whale. That's weak to Terra element. So the most efficient way would be to pick a 5-star girl of Terra element if you plan to build your Chitose, because the whale counter element's really hard. Anyway, Stella Sora is launching on October 19th. If you want to experience a light action adventure, captivating music that reminds you of the blue color, and the immersion, download Stella Sora using my link in the description, and use code BOSSGIFT for extra bonus, along with 2 5-star trekkers of your choice, 2 5-star discs, and a total of 140 pulls during the first 7 days of launch, while Chitose is still hot. And thanks Stella Sora for sponsoring this video.